Get Right at Night with Jezuz.
All right, y'all, that Get Right at Night, Power 98.3, 96.1 for the East, the Valley. Special guest in studio.
Yeah.
Neighborhood. Nipsey Hussle up in the building.
Hey, Z, what's cracking?
Man, how you feeling? How you doing?
I feel excellent, man. I feel really good.
As you should, because this morning you dropped a track list for everybody.
Yeah, Victory Lap.
Yeah.
February 16th, 2018. The track list online. Y'all get to see everybody that's featured, all the titles and everything. So we almost home. It's a week away.
Man, crazy. A week away. You can still pre-order that thing right now on iTunes.
Yeah, definitely.
All the platforms.
Definitely go pre-order it. You know, you can get it on iTunes, Google Play. You can go to ihustle.com and get the direct consumer packages. We got like special apparel that you can only buy with the album and stuff. So
we're gonna get to some more apparel in just a few. But back to this track list. I'm looking at Kendrick on this thing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Puffy on this thing. Of course, we saw YG on this thing, Marsha on this thing,
Yeah.
CeeLo Green on this thing. Man,
yeah.
who's someone you work with that didn't make this album? Anybody?
Yeah, I got a few actually. I mean, the record's gonna come out though.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And realistically, just to be honest with you, I'm trying to squeeze the last one on, last minute on the digitals, but we'll see what happens. But we got a few that's gonna come out before the album that just didn't make the cut.
So during the album process, how many records did you really make?
Over 100, bro.
Really?
Realistic, over 100. I might could say 200, but it was a long process. So these the ones that just was undeniable, that really stood out.
Yeah.
That you know, it's like a collective of my team that make the decisions on the records beside me. So these the ones that everybody was sold on.
Okay, so everyone in the crew heard the records. They were like, dope.
Yeah.
Dope. Do you hang around with the people? Do you feel sometimes like your crew's like always saying yes, though? You got too many yes, man?
Nah, my crew the opposite of that. My crew, you know, I get frustrated because it's like, bro, what type of bar y'all got set for me, bro?
Yeah.
Like this record is fire. But, you know, I think that's a good thing. That put a high standard on the work. And it's like, you know, a coach that push you.
That's dope right there. All right, and so we got this deal going down here.
Yeah.
Why now for Nipsey Hussle?
I mean, this is always my vision, to be able to partner up with a major label.
Yeah.
Do a strategic partnership between All Money In, which is my company.
That's right.
And a major. I just think we had to work. We had to prove ourselves and really show that we was worthy.
Yeah.
And, you know, in my case, it was just about building a brand and you know, dropping mixtapes and touring and showing relevance in the market and showing that, you know, without radio records per se and without, you know, major cosigns, we was still planted and rooted in hip-hop and in the generation.
No, I feel like you definitely made a name for yourself without any major, anyone pushing you like that. Now that you did this deal, did any other labels hit you up, be like, yo, why didn't you come with us? Yo, we could have worked the same thing out.
Nah, I mean, I think at this point, I think people know my character. I'll look at you crazy if you if you come at me like that. Like, you know, that's against code. You know what I mean? But we talked to a lot of people. I talked to, you know, Craig and Julie and Kaiser years ago.
Okay.
In Dallas as well. And we always talked about doing what we did. It was just a matter of timing.
There you go, right there. What could we expect after this victory lap? I know we're pushing this, but with this label now, with this push, do you expect some more music consistently? Are we gonna wait a little bit?
Man, you know, my goal is to crank.
Right.
Obviously, we really focused on Victory Lap right now and just
right.
really maximizing all the records, shooting videos, touring, you know, just getting everybody aware and in tune to what's on the album. Yeah. I think we made an incredible album, so I want to spend some time informing the world about it and you know, making sure I get his just due.
Yeah. We're gonna see more videos from Victory Lap?
Yeah, for sure. I'm shooting another video when I get back to LA on Saturday. This is gonna be a movie. You know, we got some of the crew and staff from the movie Heat.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a dope narrative attached to the beginning of the video. I won't give away too much, but it's gonna be a movie for sure.
There you go, right there. Yeah. All right, back to the apparel, man. I told you earlier, I saw you about to do a collab with the Hundreds.
Yeah, for sure. We working on that. We just did an endorsement with Puma, so we gonna do some dope co-branding stuff together between Marathon Clothing, Puma, myself. You know, we got stuff in the pipeline. We in early talks with guests.
Oh, for real?
So yeah, we just trying to you know, campaign, but definitely we look forward to the Puma Marathon Clothing Nip Hussle collab. That's gonna be like a full campaign.
Do you get full creative control over the Puma stuff?
Yeah, it's collective, but it starts with our idea, and then we bring it to them, and then it's based on, okay, yeah, we can't do exactly that, but here's what we can do close to that, or that's perfect. We gonna just execute on y'all vision. It's a collaboration.
You got to keep the suede on there to clean them with the toothbrush?
I think that's what make the Pumas classic. We gotta keep some suede in there, yeah.
There you go, right there.
That's
Man.
throwback, man.
Yeah,
You know, I don't know if these kids wash their shoes with soap and toothbrushes no more.
You gotta clean the suede real soft, man. You can't mess that up too much.
Yeah.
Man, let's talk about the state of hip hop right now. How do you feel it's doing?
I think hip hop is booming. It's the biggest genre in streaming, so I think it's real healthy. I think you know, the game is changing as it always is. It's never staying the same. So I think that right now it's real South heavy driven from what the South is doing. The trap sound is big, and I think that's good, man. You know, you got a lot of people complain or you know what I mean, take criticism or make critiques on like so-called trap music or whatever they consider the terminology to be, but it's young people rapping about they truth and their reality. Yeah. So I'm a fan. You know, I'm from the West, so you know I would love to see more of our presence in the game. But, you know, Kendrick just dropped the Black Panther soundtrack.
Right, which is crazy.
YG in the studio. Mustard and RJ just dropped. We got artists like Greedo, Bino, you know, my team, Jay Stone, Pac-Man. So it's a lot going on in the West.
There you go. Right. I was about to ask about the West because it is kind of quiet. The ones on the forefront are like yourself, the YGs, Mustard like that, Kendrick, obviously. Yeah. I mean, do you feel like there's some younger cats like in your crew that are really going to take the torch and run with it? Yeah,
I know for a fact the next project Jay Stone put out is classic. You know, we sat in the studio for 3 months while I was doing mine, and he was just going back and forth in between me and the booth. And he made a classic project. Pac-Man is always consistent. I know he going to continue to level up. Kabi, BH, you know, they all team members. They've been working. So everybody kind of like put all attention into the Victory Lap album.
That's right.
But once this get out, you know, they all gonna start releasing and just campaigning their solos again.
I mean, working with new artists, do you still also feel like you got to work with like some classics like the Snoop's Game? Probably get in the studio with Dre or whatever. Do you still feel like you still need to do that to get that nostalgic sound?
Yeah, definitely. You know, me and Snoop talked about doing an album together.
What?
I just went in one day and I was like, man, you know, Snoop, who did Midnight Love? Who produced Midnight Love? And who produced Doggy Dog World? I'm like, you know, your next album, you should just tap into that and do all music, you know, because them songs was really musical. If you really listen to them, Midnight Love with Daz, that was Raphael Sadiq, and Snoop Dogg produced that.
Snap.
And then a Doggy Dog World off Doggy Style, that was like a dramatics flip with the dramatics singing the hook. And I'm like, that's a lane for you, Snoop. And he like, well, shit, A&R the next album. So, you know, we'll see about it. I wouldn't say he was just bullshitting, but, you know, that was a studio, blunt, lit convo. So I would love to, you know what I mean? And obviously love to do records with Snoop, you know what I mean? That's one of my inspirations. Game, who one of the artists that was first to really platform what I was doing and be vocal about supporting me. You know what I mean? I went on tour with Game.
I was about to say the first time I saw you was years ago at Celebrity Theater. Yep. You in the Game, you opened
with the spinning stage.
With the Slauson Boys, and I took my boy, he's from LA.
Yeah.
He said, I know where Slauson's at. I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
You know, that's the first time I heard you, and we kept up, and that's how I knew the Slauson Boys, and then so that's crazy, man. Seeing you grow, seeing the progression.
Absolutely.
And that was all without the label. So again, with this label, do you feel the difference?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, we was doing it was like 5, 6 of us doing a 200-man job. So now that I had a partnership in Stone, you know, we moving a lot different. You know, we got different departments of the label working different aspects of the release, from publicity to radio to retail to, you know, just everything in between it, A&R.
So there's a little weight lifted off them shoulders.
Yeah, I could be an artist. I'm still involved. Like, I'm sitting in on all the marketing meetings. My team is sitting in on all the marketing meetings. We definitely leading the convo, but as far as execution, you know, we got just, you know, industry vets and just proven geniuses working with us. And so that's always, you feel that immediately.
There you go, right there. What record do you really want radio to hit? Is it, you know what I'm saying? Last time I checked.
I believe in that at radio. I think that right now, that's what I want to put all the focus on, is the Last Time I Checked record. You know, I seen it in the clubs. I just got the reaction from the streets. Even when we was recording, that's the one that got the most energetic reaction in terms of like what you would expect from a radio record.
Yeah.
But it's some records on the album that once it come out, we gonna see how the people react. I got another one though that I think could end up being really strong at radio too. But I just want to put all the focus on Last Time I Checked right now.
There you go, right there. Because Rap Players, I can't say the real name, but Rap Players, super dope. Video, where'd you shoot that at?
We shot that a couple places. Obviously, we shot that in my neighborhood on 10th Avenue. And then we shot another piece of it in the Hamptons in New York. We shot another piece of it in Brooklyn. Shot a piece of it in Manhattan. So that was like an old school approach to having multiple locations. It was like a 4-day shoot, you know what I mean? But I thought it was important to set the energy of the album campaign off with that record.
Man, that was a crazy record. The streets loving that record for
no
real,
question.
man.
No question.
Anyone that you want to work with that you haven't worked with?
Yeah, a lot of people, man.
Come on, give me some.
Who would I love to work with, man? I want to do something with The Weeknd.
Oh, that'd
I think
be dope.
The Weeknd is dope. I like to do something with Rihanna. I think Rihanna's an incredible artist. You know, she just got the, the sauce. Just her tone. You know what I mean?
Her looks too.
Dope. Yeah, she's a beautiful girl. Just on an artistic level though, I just think she like a radical artist. I like that about her.
That's dope.
Yeah, man. Just like great artists, music artists. You know what I mean? I got a record with Kendrick. I got a record with YG.
That's right.
Me and Drake done something in the past.
That's right.
Yeah, man. I got a strong collab track record. Oh yeah, I want to get Meek Mill on the record. I'm a fan of what Meek do. We done stuff in the past, like we done collab records on Mustard project and all that, but I want to do something with Meek that's official for the album or for his project or something.
Free Meek Mill one time.
Yeah, free Meek Millie ASAP, man. They served him with the violation.
They did him dirty on that one, but you know what I'm saying? He gonna do his time, get out. Who did you go for in the Super Bowl?
I didn't bet, but I honestly, I wanted Philly to win. I didn't think they was. No disrespect to Philly, just because it's hard to bet against Brady.
Yeah, no, hell yeah.
But when they took it, I was happy.
Yeah, that was super dope.
I'm an underdog myself, so I was excited to see them pull that through.
I like it. Now, are you a LA Rams fan or a LA Chargers fan?
LA Rams. I'm an LA fan for real.
Okay.
But I like what the Rams doing.
There you go, right there. Because Phillip Rivers to me is on the Chargers. He ain't doing too good. How would you feel if the Chargers got Colin Kaepernick?
That'd be epic. We just got IT at the Lakers. That's my boy.
You like that trade?
I ain't mad at that. I mean, as a friend of his, I want to see him settle in and be able to get comfortable where he's at. But for him to be in LA, I would rather be in the city of Los Angeles. No disrespect to Cleveland. Based on, I would like to be by the water and with the good weather and with Magic Johnson. So I think that he gonna make it work, man. He a lion heart.
I saw Ice Cube tweet he hated the trade.
Oh yeah, I ain't catch that.
Yeah, he tweeted, "I hate this trade." I wonder why, cause I feel like y'all got some good people. I don't know who y'all gave up. I don't know those names.
Right.
But were they some prospects? Do you know about it?
Yeah, they got rid of Clarkson. Clarkson is a monster. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of Clarkson. He just got the attitude and the heart, and he play hard. You know what I'm saying?
But in your mind, the LA Lakers ended up winning in that trade.
I mean, they brought IT to LA, so I'm gonna be courtside just talking shit on behalf of my boy. You know what I mean? So,
that's dope.
Yeah.
When can we expect you and YG to hit us with another Forget Donald Trump?
Man, I don't know about another one. We gonna drill that one into the ground.
Oh man, that one's been playing like crazy, and he's still out here acting a fool.
Yeah, man. We gonna do more records together though. But I think that record was natural. We didn't do it as a gimmick. That was something we was really both offended about. YG brought up the idea, and it just came together, kind of classic to me.
Have you felt some hate for making that record?
Yeah, I felt more love than hate though.
Yeah, okay.
I felt more represented, just by the people. But we got we got a Secret Service letter from that.
For real?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, we got, we had the YG, that record was on YG album.
That's right.
So he had to adjust the lyrics, and a lot of the lyrics got blanked out. We couldn't say certain things, and I was a little offended by what they asked us to blank out, but they was going, whatever the word, like cease and desist the record from retail if they didn't change it. It was like taking as threats, I guess, to the president.
Oh.
So you had to be real careful about that.
Where were you at when you got that letter, got that phone call, and how did you take it?
It was an email. You know what I mean? It was an email, and I was just like, it just reminded me of the story I heard about NWA when they made After Police. And, some of the team was, I ain't gonna even say the team, the convo came up like, let's promote that. I'm like, I don't necessarily want to promote that, because I don't want to play with them people. You know what I mean?
Man,
just leave that where it's at.
They, you know what I'm saying? They're a little sketch sometimes.
Yeah.
They can do some things that
they don't play fair. We know that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So again, Nipsey Hussle Victory Lap coming out next Friday.
Yeah, February 16th. It's a week from today. Yeah,
man.
7 days, 7-day countdown, man. You still got time to pre-order it.
What you feeling right now knowing that?
I feel good, man. I feel like outside of all the excitement and just anticipation of the reaction, I just feel like the people about to get a great piece of music.
Yeah.
I really put up my heart and my soul into. and hard work into.
What's the difference between putting this album out and like the marathon projects? You know what I'm saying? The marathon projects, I remember you put one out where you were selling them. It was $100.
Yeah, that was a Crenshaw album.
I couldn't buy that one.
It's all good.
But
it's all good. That was free to it. It was multiple price points.
Yeah, I remember the packages you had for them. But what's the difference between putting those albums out and this album out?
Well, that was a mixtape. We did it with 5 or 6 people. This is a real album. We was able to really like just elaborate on the production. We was able to, hire the best people to mix it. Ali mixed and mastered it. I got Puff in there with me, and he just came in and maximized the records at the end and just listened to everything, gave his feedback, and added music. He brought the Hitmen back together, his production team, and just, took it another level up. Lyrically and just from a songwriting perspective, it's my best work. I've never approached an album or a project with as much, what's the word, man? Like as much, I never had such a high standard and high bar. I always wanted to make my best music, but this was like, this is my first album. This is a new partnership we just announced.
Do you feel like it has to be a classic?
I mean, classic is a word that the people got to throw at you. Right. You know what I mean? But I know that it's my best work, and it's of high quality. And I could listen to every song proudly. Every line that I said on that album, I could say my mama and my grandmama and my daughter and my dad at the table and my brother, people that really know me and don't have no cringe on my face. You know what I mean? Because it's really me. It's true to me.
That's super dope, man. Yeah. Being that, again, you were independent for so long, what advice would you give some artists out there that are looking up to you and saw that you merged? What advice would you give them if they're like, man, I wanted Nipsey to stay independent. What is he doing?
I mean, we still independent, just based on the terms of the deal. And I just think it's about leveling up, just leveling up. And at some point you gotta take what you're doing to another level. So it's all different ways to do it. And so for us, it was a strategic partnership with a major. Right there, man. And I believe in Atlantic. I know what they've done at Atlantic. I know what they did when the executives over there was at Def Jam. I know what they did over there. They built household names, and they built enterprises around artists.
And it's not going to be hard to do that for you. Like I said, you already made a name for yourself in there.
Right.
They just give you that extra
to
put you to the top, man.
Definitely.
Hey, man, thank you so much for sliding through.
Always.
I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Nipsey Hussle, get right at night.
February 16th, Victory Lap. Go grab that.
Getting right at night with Jezuz.